We have to talk about the altcoin bull run, and something could actually ignite it in January. In fact, analyst Eric Balchunas believes that it will be ignited by the end of January. If you look at here, he thinks that the altcoin ETFs could ignite a wild crypto market in 2025. It's something that we haven't really seen before and maybe bigger than anything previous. He believes that there's going to be 40 altcoin related ETF listings that can be listed and can happen by the end of January. Now, I personally think that's a little too soon. Trump takes office January 20th. And, the SEC is accustomed under both his last administration and the Biden administration to take 8 months to actually determine if an ETF gets through. However, since he is pro crypto, he might push for the ETFs to get through faster. So it could be January, but it also could be May or June. But either way, I can afford to wait, but it would be nice if it was the end of January. And hopefully these altcoin ETFs have more interest than the Ethereum ETF. Although Ethereum is starting to do pretty well now at $3,608, finally crossing solidly the $3,500 mark. Bloomberg senior ETF analyst Eric Balchunas stated that unless a big collapse happens, the altcoin-related exchange-traded funds awaiting approval will make crypto pretty wild. And I don't think there's a big crash happening anytime soon. He shared 14 altcoin-related ETFs await approval by the US SEC. So your altcoin isn't going to be the only one in the next 12 months, including giving exposure to Solana, XRP, Hedera, Litecoin, Basket of Assets, and BTC and Ethereum simultaneously. And there are also others that are up for consideration because Bitwise and Canary Capital are going to file a lot of them. So basically the big ones are Solana, XRP, and HBAR, I believe. Ethereum and Bitcoin are already there. Litecoin is kind of irrelevant at this point, although it might receive a bit of a pump. I think Cardano and Doge might actually sneak in as well. So additionally, Balchunas expects the list of altcoin ETFs to triple in size in the next 2 months. So if the Trump administration is truly completely friendly, crypto friendly, we will actually see probably maybe 20 different ETFs get accepted in the next couple of months. I think there's going to be an ETF for every top coin, maybe besides BNB out there. So people will actually have their choice of which ETF to actually invest in. Following Donald Trump's victory in the United States, ETF Store CEO Nate Garassi predicted that several spot crypto ETFs would be listed. Assuming multiple issuers are highly prepared for election results, no downside to getting aggressive now. And you can see that people have already filed for Solana XRP and HBAR ETFs. Now, Solana XRP are basically you expected it to happen because they're the next two down the list. HBAR was a little bit surprising, but because of its enterprise use, maybe not all that surprising. It might actually if the HBAR thing catches on, it probably will have a bigger ROI effect for HBAR than the other two because it's much lower in market cap. Asset managers registered 3 new ETF listings since Garassi's publication. On November 12th, Canary Capital filed for an HBAR ETF, which surprised some market analysts, given the expectation that issuers would choose more prominent crypto among the 50 largest by market cap. Moreover, Bitwise registered a Solana trust on November 21st. 5 days later, NYSE filed to list asset managers' mixed BTC and Ethereum ETF. There have also been XRP filings as well. Bloomberg analyst James Seifert believes that the SEC will likely approve the Solana-related ETFs within 2 years. But Eric Balchunas thinks it's going to be by January, end of January. So we'll see who's actually right. However, he added that the current administration could very easily fail to acknowledge these ETFs. Seifert highlighted that this had already happened in August when the CBOE removed 19B4 form filing to list Van Eck and 21 shares Solana ETFs registered in July. But remember, at that time, the election hadn't happened yet, and since it's happened and we have a more pro-crypto administration in office, that could change altogether. Meanwhile, the Litecoin ETF filed by Canary in October has a higher chance of approval. I think the Litecoin one's going to get through, but in my opinion, Litecoin's still kind of trash, so I'm not really sure how much effect that's going to have. I'm sure it'll pump it, but by how much, I don't really know. So I think they're most optimistic about the Litecoin one going through because it is proof of stake and it does follow in Bitcoin's shoes. They're both, not proof of stake, they're proof of work and they follow in Bitcoin's shoes. So I think that's going to have an easier time to actually get passed. But Balchunas does believe that HBAR, XRP, and Solana are all going to get passed soon. I hope he's right, but the other analysts seem more favorable towards the Litecoin ETF than the three, and probably looks like, according to them, the other three are going to take a while. But that's okay. I mean, we can afford to wait for the other three and many more. And, Balchunas does actually expect that many, many more Bitcoin ETFs are going to get filed in. And I do think the Trump SEC is going to be a lot more accommodating to these ETFs and may actually have them, hopefully, by mid next year to keep the altcoin run going. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.